Welcome, Stitchy friends. I'm Lisa, and come and get lost in stitches with me.
Hi Stitchy friends, it's Lisa here at Lost in Stitches again. This is Flosstube episode number 5, and this one is Pay Love Forward. So I have a ton of stuff to share with you today. I have 9 whips to share that I've been working on. It's a little bit since I've done a Flosstube. And I want to explain my Pay Love Forward project that I want to do. Plus a few other people that I want to give shout outs to, some of the Flosstubers that I've been watching, and let me check my notes here. Yeah, and maybe a Happy Mail project and some freebie patterns to share with you. So we have lots to go through today. It might be a little bit longer, but you know, settle in, get a drink. If you're new here, thanks for coming and watching. If you're returning, thank you so much for subscribing and ringing the bell, liking my videos. The part that warms my heart is the comments. There's just been so many lovely comments on all my videos. From all of you, so please keep them coming. I reply to everybody. I have a few questions here that I'll answer today from the comments, and yeah, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and then you'll get to see my future videos. So let's get started. I guess you'll notice that I am not at home right now. My husband and I are traveling, so we went to our acreage in BC for the weekend from Thursday to Monday, and then yesterday we drove from there to come back to Calgary because he has a conference. So I'm just going to set up in our hotel room doing a Flosstube, and then we're returning back to Edmonton tomorrow, and then we're on a flight the next morning to go to Montreal for 5 days for another conference with him. So it's pretty exciting. I love traveling with him, and we always have so much fun. So maybe on our Montreal trip I'll share some pictures if you guys are interested. But I did want to get a Flosstube in because otherwise it wouldn't be April 25th. I think that'll be the next time that I'll actually be home to do one. So here we are. It's not our normal setup, but I think it'll work. And let's get started. I'll go through my whips first. Sorry, I'm just looking down at my notes if you wonder what I'm doing here. I'll just go through my whips first, and then I'll get into a few Flosstubers that I've watched and a few shout-outs for some wonderful people. So here we go. Whip number 1. I think there's 9. I did stitch a lot this last week. So the first one is Cirque Carreaux. Hopefully you can see that. This one is stitched on antique white Zweigart fabric, 32 count Lugana. And you know, I went over this one in my last video, and I forgot to mention the fabric that it was stitched on because a lot of you were interested in trying the Valdani pearl floss to go with your projects. So this one is a 32 count or a 16 count Aida. It would work. It would turn out like this. So this is the coverage. Hopefully it'll focus. There it goes. It also works really well on 18 count, and you know, I have or 36 count, right? I have over 2. So, and I have 8 weight and I have 12 weight cottons, and one of the viewers actually asked me why did I decide on 8 or 12 over, because one of my other projects was done in a 12 and 32 count, which also gives great coverage, and it also works on 28 count very, very well, or 14 count Aida. So you know, lots of variety. It does give, it's very full, so it gives it just gives great coverage. But I did just choose between the 8 and the 12 because of the color that I had available. I just wanted to use this color for this one. So on this one I did fill in, since my last video I filled in down here, kind of progressed this up here, and finished this motif on this side. So that's the progress on this one so far. Can't remember the percentage, but I'll yeah, and I will I'll insert a picture, let's see, here. and that will show you what it's going to look like right at the end. Okay, so that was Cirque Carreaux by Ink Circles, and I'll have the link in the description box below for you for that one. The next one is by The Blue Flower. It's the Seasons of the Heart series, Summer. I've actually loved working on this one. It's been so nice. It's getting done pretty close. I have the border to go all around the outside, and just to fill in over here the rest of the heart, obviously, and there's another flower. So this one is getting done. This one is stitched with all the called for DMC, and it's on a 32 count mushroom Lugana. So somebody else had asked me as well, the 32 count mushroom is getting harder to find. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they make that anymore. So if you have a piece, treasure it, because but I think it's on 28, and maybe I'm wrong, but I've found it harder to find, certainly in my stores here. And somebody else asked me what would be a good replacement for this if they can't find the mushroom, and I suggested the Whisper fabric, that the Lugana that I'll show you coming up in one of the next projects here. That would be a good substitution for this. I've held the colors up to both, and they look great. I think for any one of those seasons, that would be a nice substitution for that. So this is what the I'm gonna get used to the side to side here again. This is what the finished project will look like when it's all done. I'll just insert a picture here for you. Okay, now the next one, I am so happy with this one. I love it. This one was a new start, a finish, and a finish. It's not fully finished yet because I haven't been home, but I did finish it while we're on our acreage in BC. And it's a brand new pattern from Modern Folk Embroidery. It's called Autumn Flower, and here it is. Whoops, there we go. You can see that. And this one is stitched on the 32 count Lugana Whisper. So as you can see, this would be very close to the mushroom fabric. You can kind of see it there. For the Seasons of the Heart, it would be really nice. So when you guys go to look at this pattern on Jacob's website, you will see that there is no date on his version of this pattern, because I made a big mistake. So when I got to the bottom and the inside pattern didn't fit, I almost cried. So what I'm talking about, I stitched this whole border first, and then I stitched the inside, and when I got down here I finished the pattern, and I was left with this gap, which I just stitched the ear in to fill it up. But I think it turned out pretty cute. I like it. But what happened as I was coming down here, you can see that there's 3 rows that I've left in here pointing into the center here. These 3. There's only supposed to be 2. So when I got to the end, my outside border was just a little bit too long. So, if you want to add the date or some things to your project, this is a nice modification. When you get to this point, you just add in an extra row of these dots, and it gives you an extra, I don't know how many holes it was, maybe 6, maybe 5, 6 stitches on the bottom. So, here it is super up close if you need to see that. You can count. Yeah, but I absolutely love it. So, when it's called Autumn Flower, and again, this is what mine looks like. Right here, I'll put in what Jacob's looks like. He had stitched it on more of an ivory type fabric, I believe, and it was in with red floss. So that's his and mine here. So when the National Needlework Market was happening, Jacob had his own little mini national market releases of his own patterns from his website. It was fantastic. If you have not seen that Flosstube from him, it's just pure eye candy. You need to go and have a look. He has about, I don't know, 7 or 8 new patterns out, and I think I bought like 6 of them. So I absolutely love Jacob's work. They're beautiful, and it didn't take too long to stitch. I think it was about, I can't remember how many this was. Between 3,000 and 4,000 stitches. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, go and check out his website. There's tons and tons of beautiful, beautiful patterns on there. They stitch up quick. I did get another one. I'll put a picture in here of it. It's 4 smalls, like 4 little pin keeps, and they there's 2 birds facing in, and then there's another one with a little bird, one with a border with a little bird in the center. They're just beautiful for little exchanges, and they would stitch up so quickly. Like I think they're each under 2,000 stitches, I believe. So I don't know, Jacob can do no wrong. He's just my hero. It's great. All right, we'll do that one last. This one here is a pattern by Barbara Anna, and I'll put in a picture here of what it's going to look like when it's finished. This thing is called Butterfly Dreams, and it's from her Dreaming Girl series. So this is what I have done so far. The colors aren't blowing out too much here for you guys, but so I did the girl this time. I had all the other butterflies done the last time. That's where I stopped, and then I stitched all of that on her. So that was, I don't know, maybe about 800 or 900 stitches. And that was my travel stitching yesterday as we left our acreage and drove to Calgary. This is where I put in most of those stitches. So I absolutely love this one. It's going to be so pretty once it's done. I think some of you, if you want to go back in one of my other floss tubes, you can see that I finished the She Mad Hatter, and I put it on the wooden plaque with the kind of just laced it up and put it onto the plaque. So that's what I'll be doing for this one as well, I think. Yeah, maybe frame it, but I kind of like the plaques. They're really, really nice. And this one is another ink circle. So it's a small piece. I'll put in what it's going to finish look like right here. This one is called Arranging Cacti. So the last time, I just barely had a start on this one last time. So it was just like this little corner I had done, and I think one of these, like just this little part here was done. So I put another 500 stitches into it, and you can start to see some of those blended threads coming in. So what I did for this one, I used the called for DMC for all the colors, except for I created blended threads for them to make the colors pop out a little bit more, just give that little bit of extra vibrancy, because there's a lot of brown in here. There's a lot, like 2,000 stitches of this brown, and then the rest is just the colors filling in around the cacti. So what I did was I took each DMC color, and then say, I think one of them was 502, and then I just took 503 or 504, like one shade off, right? And then I put that, put those two threads together and just stitched them as a blended thread. So it gives just a bit of gentle variegation in the colors, and I thought this was small enough that if I screwed up on it, it didn't matter. So I could stitch it again. So yeah, I'm really liking how it's coming out. I love how that blue kind of pops. It's going to be really cute. My son Caden asked me to stitch something with a cactus on it for him, so I believe this will be his. It will fit right into a 5x7 frame by the time it's done. So there you go. That was again Arranging Cacti. Oh, sorry, and it is on 18 count white Aida with the DMC. All right, this one has been, if you've watched any of my floss tubes before, you'll know that this one has been a labor of love for me, and I have fallen back in love with this piece. I've always loved the pattern, right? It's Isabella's Heart from Modern Folk Embroidery. I don't know why I fell out of love with this one for a little while. I didn't know for a long time. I do know now why I didn't like stitching on it, and I realized it as I put about 1,000 stitches into this one over the last week. So what I did was come around and finish the border, almost. You can see I'm still missing over here. I need to do some of the fill-in. I stitched the bird, and I stitched all of the leaves coming down around here. And I still have a couple of single stitches right here to fill in. So, so that is Isabella's Heart. Now, why didn't I like stitching on this? It had nothing to do with the pattern. I absolutely have fallen in love with the pattern. I love the birds. The red kind of got me for a little bit. I kind of got sick of stitching the colors. I should have maybe picked a little something more prim, but you know, it has turned out beautifully. I'll make a little pillow or something out of it. But the main reason why I didn't like it is that this is an 18 count Mystic Gray Zweigart, and whatever has happened to this fabric in the dyeing process, it has become super stretchy. It's so soft. Like usually it's not a bad thing, but every time I would put it into the Q-snap, as soon as it got tightened up, I would put in 5 minutes worth of stitches, and then it would just start to crumple and I'd have to tighten it again. So I found like I was stitching all the time on this bouncing, I don't know how to explain it, but do you know what I mean, right? Like it gets loose in your Q-snap and you're constantly tightening it up. So I think it had more, now I'm realizing that I've stitched more on it even. It had more to do with the fabric choice than anything to do with the pattern or maybe even the colors, to be honest. But either way, it's almost done. I only have 500 stitches left to go. Woo! And so this will be a finish the next time. And that's Isabella's heart. So I will put in a picture here of what it will look like. Mine does look a little bit different. As I said, I used the 18 count Mystic Gray Zweigart fabric. And I used 3 colors of DMC, which I'll put in the description box below. Can't remember exactly what they are now. I know it's 3856 for the white, but the other 2 reds escape me, so I'll put them in the box below for you, the red and the pink. And those weren't the called for colors. So those, the ones that were called for were 3 Roxyco floss from Evertote, so, and a really nice slate blue colored fabric. At the time, I just wanted to get it started, and I fell in love with it when I saw it. So I thought that the brighter colors would be really nice. But now I think I would have gone with the call for colors that Evertote and Jacob picked up. I did watch the Between Two Whips, their Flosstube, if you've seen them. They're fantastic. They're Carolyn, the owner of Evertote, and Carrie. They actually said last time, well, I think Carrie was sick, but Carolyn had Daniel, the person that runs all of the fiber and linen, everything from Evertote. He was there. He was there with her, and they mentioned that the called for fabric, if you want it, like if you go to Modern Folk Embroidery or Evertote and you see this pattern, it's on that darker blue fabric. I think they only have about 16 pieces left or something in their stock, and they won't be making it again because they can't repeat the dye process. They had some humidity issues or something. So if you do want the called for, it is limited in the initial model. Now, it turns out beautifully on so many. It's just 3 colors, so to be honest, you could pick the 3, 5, 6, and 2 of your own colors, and whatever you pick, this is going to be gorgeous. It would just be 2 shades of any color on any fabric, and it is going to be beautiful. So, just a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. I love that one. Alright, so, but I'm excited that it's almost done. Thanks, Shelly. Yeah, hi, Shelly. You inspired me at the Wagamon retreat to get that one done. So I attribute that one to you because I don't think I would have kept going without your encouragement on it. But that's how it goes, right? Those are such friends. They help us. So anyway, hi, Shelly. Thank you. The next one is a brand new start for me. It's not very big. It's from the Jeanette Douglas Sew Together series. Ooh, that's glary. Okay, see if we can see that. It's called Pins and Needles. And I'm going to do 3 of these. So I have this one, the flax and linen one, and the scissors and threads one. So I have those 3. I think there's 8 in the series. I'm not sure. Number 1 is samplers. Can't remember what the other 4 are, but I think there are 8 in this series. They are just gorgeous. They're so, so pretty. They call for, I think it's Classic Colorworks. I believe so in the pattern, but I don't have any Classic Colorworks. I don't have a stash of that, so I converted everything to my own DMC conversion. Now, I didn't take out the DMC colors. The next time I show it, I'll bring my threads and show you what I did put in, but I'll put all the numbers in the description box below. So that just makes it a little bit more affordable to do these three small ones. It's also not on the called for fabric, which was from a, let's see, 40 count silk weaver, Zweigart Burn Owl Beige, or 40 count Lakeside Linens Exemplar was the called for, which is what's in this picture. But I had a piece of Whisper, so I went with that. And it's all from DMC. So this is totally, oops, that's the back. This is all totally stitched from stash. And this is where I am. So this is the first time that I've ever done a satin stitch, which I have loved. And these are the colors that I chose. They're very similar to what's in the model. But if anybody's interested in the DMC conversion, just let me know, and again, I'll put it in the description box below. You can look there. The colors for these of the series of 4 at least, I don't know if it continues on into the 8, but for the first 4, they all sort of use the same color palette, the same combination of different combinations of the same 12 or 13 threads. So the colors that I've chosen for this one will carry on into the other 2 so that it gets that nice set look, right? And I'll frame all 3 of them separately. So that's coming. I've really loved stitching on it. It's been really fun. So I'll put a picture. Actually, no, I won't need to put a picture. Sorry, I was going to put a picture in, but this is what it'll look like when it's done. Love the tomatoes. Love the little tomatoes. Can't wait. So that's where that one is. Now, the next one is my my BAP, my big amazing project. It's huge, so I will try to back up here a little bit. It is Quinto Acuto from Longdog Samplers. I have made just a little bit of progress on this. I think I put about maybe 500 stitches into it. So this is what it looks like now. I'll try to hold it up for you. Sort of. Kind of getting there. There we go. Sort of. There. So that's what I have. That is the bottom corner. I've shown this to you a bunch of times already. I did put in another 500. They just disappear in here. You don't even see because it's just so big, right? But I did kind of continue on with the little moose and some of these stitches here in the corner and bringing the pillars. So yeah, that's kind of where I am now, and I'm just focusing on getting those this carried across and doing the next motifs in here. There's a big whale actually that starts coming here and a ship in the next one that I'm so excited about. It's one of the reasons that I picked this project. Absolutely love it. It has about over 100 animals stitched into this. I mean, as you get down across here, there's little diamonds that each have animals in them, and there's a little octopus in there. He's so cute. I can't wait. So, yeah. So this is Quinto Acuto. This is it here, and this is the picture of what it'll look like when it's done. Oh, and this one is with 939 DMC, and it's on 18 count antique white Aida. Alright, so I have one more whip, and this one is quite special actually. There's and that will lead into a couple things here, but this was a start and a finish, and it will very soon be an FFO. So I wanted to start a pay it forward project, and I've been thinking about this for a while, and I got chatting with Doreen from Prims and Primitives, and Privies and Primitives. No, I can never get that right. I'm so sorry, Doreen. It's Privies and Prims. So you can check out her channel. She has some great videos, lots of great ideas. And her and I talked about doing a bag exchange, and then when we went to the post office to do the exchange on the packages, we just got total sticker shock, and we're like, okay, maybe there's something else that we can do. And she suggested doing something of a pay it forward, pick me up piece that people could stitch and whatever. So I thought, oh yeah, let's try something like that. So she's done, you can check it out. She does a great, go and watch her video for her version of this for sure. It's fantastic. I'll put a picture up here of the pattern that she's using and the little pillow that she's finished. So the idea is that you stitch something and finish it, and then you send it with, this is a free pattern that's offered, so the link is in her thing, and then you can get it from there, and you just stitch something and then you pass it on to somebody with a little treat and a goodie of somebody that might need a little pick-me-up. And the idea is that maybe that they do that for somebody the next time, that they have somebody in their life that needs a little pick-me-up. So the little pay-it-forward piece is, it doesn't come back to myself or to Doreen or anybody that sends it on. It keeps going forward. So that's Doreen's way. She has the hashtag, I can't remember what it is exactly, but I have to check out her video, and I don't think I wrote it down. Let me have a quick look. no, I didn't write down her hashtag. So yeah, you'll have to just go and check out her channel and see how she's doing that. For my version of this, I wanted to give a second option for people, because everybody has different tastes and different ideas. So I did also find a free pattern, and this is the one that I have stitched. Sorry, I'll fold down my fabric a little bit here. And this one is called Summer Quaker Heart. So this is a free pattern. Oh my gosh, the name has escaped me. I'll put it down below. Silver. It'll come back to me. Anyway, it will come to me. It just won't be right now. It'll be later, right, when I'm all done. So, but anyway, this is Summer Quaker. I have stitched it, and I'm going to finish this into a little square pillow. I might put a little word of hope or something along the side here, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I have some people in my life right now that are going through some difficult health things. I have an elderly neighbor that is just constantly in and out of the hospital, I feel. Liz, hi, if you're watching. I know Paula and I both love you and Dawn, so I hope that she does well. But I think a little pick-me-up of something like this would really help, right? She's not she's a crocheter, she's not a stitchy friend, but she does crochet and everything. So that's the type of thing that I was kind of thinking, is the Pay It Forward project. So what my hashtag for this will be, hashtag Lost in Stitches Pay Love Forward. So, and I'll put that in the description box below. And this is the pattern that I have chosen. Certainly, if you have any other heart patterns, anything that is significant to you that you have in your stash that you want to stitch, just something small, something that people would think just would make one day better in a hard week, right? So the hashtag again is Lost in Stitches Pay Love Forward for my Pay Love Forward project, and again, Doreen's is down. I'll put it in the notes below with a link to her channel and her picture, so that you can have a look at that. And again, so this is it, and I'll finish this into a little heart, and I just want to send it off to somebody. So this is one of 3 that I have of Pay It Forward pieces. So the next one is, I kind of went a little bit mad, like I told you, on the Modern Folk Embroidery new releases. They are gorgeous. So I could not help myself but to stitch this little scissor fob, which you can see here. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is just a small, again, this is stitched on 32 count. 1 strand of Valdani floss, threads all over me. 1 strand of Valdani floss, pearl cotton, 8 weight, on 32 count. So it came out quite large, right? This should be a scissor fob. So if you wanted to do this with 1 strand of DMC, 1/1 on 28 or 25, or even maybe on your 18 count, it would be a little bit smaller than this, right? So you could actually, this is a little bit big for a scissor fob, let's be real. I don't have my scissors here, but you know what I mean? It is a little bit big. So, but for this one, now, this is another Pay It Forward piece for me. The first one, like I talked about, this one is, I have this one done, I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to just send it off to somebody here in my life in Edmonton or whatever. I'll walk over and pass it over to somebody with a little treat. So that's what you can do in your own neighborhood with this one. You stitch something and give it away. So that is one Pay It Forward piece. This one's a little bit different. So this one is we can use the same hashtag, so hashtag Lost in Stitches Pay Love Forward. This one is one that I have stitched. I'm going to send it off to a stitchy friend. I have somebody in mind that's going to get this. I think you know who you are. I hope you're watching. But you'll get this when I get back from Montreal. And it's finished just on the back with a little, I know, this is my finishing. So it's not perfect. Right? It doesn't matter. The thought is there. I did get glue on the back here a little bit as I was trying to put these things on, but we all learn, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, and the thought is there. So this one's going to go to one of my stitchy friends that I think needs a little bit of a pick-me-up right now, and you know I'm thinking about you. I emailed you this morning, or messaged you this morning. And this will go along with some other little stitchy goodies, right? And then the point is the person doesn't actually have to stitch and finish anything. Sorry, excuse me. This little heart will be paid forward, passed on with another little stitchy gift. Sorry about that, my headphones died. Let's start over. So this one is a little bit different. This one will be passed forward. So what I would like is that, you know, this person takes some joy in receiving this and the other little stitchy gift and notions and things. But then the next time their stitchy friends have a hard time, this little heart gets passed forward, and then we can tag it with the hashtag Lost in Stitches Pay Love Forward hashtag, and then we kind of get to see this little heart travel through all of our stitchy friends. And I hope that it brings somebody joy and happiness. It's you know, we all have hard weeks, right? We all have hard days, we all have hard years, there's no question. For me personally, this last week has been pretty rough, right? Like, I've gone for more CT scans, and you know, they're sending me back for more because they think they found something else, and it's just devastating, right? And having my stitching and this community and being able to even sit here today and make this Flosstube has made all the difference for me this week. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm just grateful for all of you. So leave some comments below and I'll read and reply. It really helps me when things are tough, right? And I'm sure it'll be okay. The oncologist said it'll be okay, but it's still stressful. So anyway, I'll try. I'm just staying positive. So again, this little heart is a little tiny bit different, and it'll go forward and forward and forward, and hopefully we just keep paying forward this love to all of our stitchy friends. So this one will be sent out to somebody at the end of April here when I return back from Montreal, and it'll go from there. And I'm excited to see where it ends up. All right. So, another idea that I have for paying it forward and giveaways and how to show appreciation for you guys on this channel is to implement a Happy Mail project. So I'm so excited about this. So every month, starting with this video, I am going to draw a name. So in my next Flosstube number 6, I will draw a name. Oh goodness, do you know what? I've said 5. I'm losing it. I think this. No, I am so sorry, people. This is Flosstube number 6. So I will do this one. And then Flosstube number 7. And a couple of weeks when I get back from Montreal, it'll be somewhere that last week of April. I will record another Flosstube and then I'll draw a name. So the idea is that every month I will do Happy Mail for one of our lovely stitchy friends. And you know what, if you just need some Happy Mail, or you need a pick-me-up or whatever, use the word happy in your comment. And then the next time that I do a Flosstube, I will draw a name for Happy, and what you will get will be a complete surprise. So I have learned how to make my own cloth drawstring gift bags, so it'll be in one of those, and there'll just be some stitchy goodness and a little small cross stitch from me, and just a few things to say thank you. So once a month, at the end of every month, so say in my middle of the month Flosstube, I'll announce it, and then I'll draw one at the end of every month. So there'll be another one at the end of May, June, go forward. So I hope that you all like that. I love sharing, I love giving, and there's no better way to show our appreciation and pay all that love forward to all you stitchy friends. I love you all. The other thing that I did want to mention again is the Hearts for Pam campaign. So that one from Cottage Garden Threads. It's Katie, I believe, is the daughter's name, and Pam is the mom. So they are raising money for Pam. She has to go in for a pretty serious, I believe, open heart surgery here coming up very shortly, and They're doing a campaign through their company. If you haven't tried their threads yet, they're apparently glorious. I can't wait. I can't wait to get mine. So they're doing a campaign where they say 23 plus. I think it's somewhere around 25 designers have now collaborated and donated 23 plus original patterns with the theme of hearts. And what better way to pay love forward, right? Oh my gosh. So they're collecting the money now. So if you go to cottagegardenthreads.au.com or .com.au, something, put in Cottage Garden Threads to Google and you'll get it. And you search through there, and then you go to shop, limited edition, and then just kind of scroll down a little bit, and then there's a Hearts for Pam bundle. So there's different ways that you can contribute. There's all varying price ranges from floss to the full bundle, right? Which you get a needle minder and a whole bunch of things. It's all listed there. But and there's also a video that I'll link below too. It's done beautifully by, I think her name is Katie. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but by her daughter. It's beautifully done. A few minutes is definitely worth the watch. So so have a look at that. And if you can afford to help them get through this really difficult time, it is a wonderful way to pay love forward in this case. And you actually get the patterns in the floss in July. So a little bit of delayed gratification there. I have ordered the full bundle. I think it's the prices there are in Australian dollars, but they're very similar to Canadian dollars for the US people. It would be cheaper than what's listed there, obviously, but just do a conversion from Aussie dollars to US dollars, and you'll get the your currency for you, right? So just note that it is in Australian dollars. What's listed, it's not US dollars. Yeah, so that's a few things for Pay It Forward, Pay Love Forward, and if you are going to participate in any of that, even if you don't and get something from me and you want to participate, stitch your own thing and send it off to a stitchy friend who needs love and attention and some, maybe just a happy, hopeful day, and use the hashtag Lost in Stitches, hashtag Lost in Stitches, Pay Love Forward, like all one word. And I'll put that link down below. So thank you so much, everybody, for going through that with me. And I'm just looking down here now. I have a few shout outs, or actually I'll go through the freebie patterns first. So the freebie patterns that I have found that I'll be stitching probably over the course of this year. I'm just going to fit them in as smalls. I'll put the first picture here. It's from Silver Creek Samplers, or Samplings. Yeah, anyway. It says I Can and I Will 2023. So I'll put the link for this down below as well. So that's a freebie pattern over there if you want. Just click the link and save that one. It looks beautiful. And the other one from Silver Creek is Do Everything in Love. And I love this one. It's a heart with the two-tone hearts with the words in it. Do Everything in Love. And that's also a freebie pattern. So go over and save that one if you want it. Again, if you're checking out all those brand new Modern Folk Embroidery releases that Jacob has put out, do check out his freebies as well, especially Mother's Day is coming up. There's an I Heart Mum small. That's a freebie pattern in there that you could stitch just to commemorate your mom or give to your mom. And another one that's called Let's Be Kind. It's just a medallion type one with the words across the middle. It's beautiful, and you could even put whatever wording you want in there. So you could just put the gear or your initials in the year on each side, right? I think it would be really, really nice. So that's 4 freebie patterns. Hopefully I've put the pictures up here for you. I'll try to flash through them. So it's I Can and I Will, Do Everything in Love, and then Modern Folk Embroidery, I Heart Mum, and Let's Be Kind. So, you know, we always try to be budget conscious here, so all of those things can be stitched on just little pieces and made into smalls or framed or put into a scrapbook or whatever. So those are my freebie patterns that I found. I did have some comments from my last video that somebody wanted to know what type of needles I use. I do use John James needles mostly, sometimes VMC. And then the ones that I actually have here with me, the John James ones are still at home. I don't have all my stash here with me. I do have a lot, but I don't have those here. So the other ones are the tapestry needles from, let's see if you can get that to focus. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Tapestry needles from Peacemakers. Sorry, that's not focusing very well, but anyway, you get the idea. I stitch mostly with a size 24 needle. Sometimes on the 32, especially if I'm using the pearl cotton, I use a 24 needle. If I'm stitching with one strand of DMC, I'll go to a 26 because I find with one strand, even sometimes depending on how tight the fabric is, if the fabric is really loose, like a 28 count, I'll go not 28, sorry, 32, but sometimes I'll switch to a 26 just so the thread doesn't keep slipping out of the needle, right? It depends on the threads you're using, but my go-to is are these Peacemakers, the John James, and like I said, sometimes those gold-plated DMC ones are really, really nice, and most of the time I'm using size 24. So those are my needles. It was Kathy that had asked that. Hi, Kathy. Hope you're watching again, and those are the ones that I use. So I had a great suggestion from, in one of my comments, it's a couple good suggestions actually. So Stitching Granny of 18, I'm not sure of your name, but I hope you're watching again. I did in my last Flosstube, I did like a review of my Kay's creation stand, and she also has one of those. So she said sometimes when I was saying I couldn't get the Q stand, the Q snap would kind of move in the stand. So what she uses is one of those grippers with the shelf liner or those rubber grippers. You can just wrap it around the edge, and then when you put it into your stand, it keeps the thing from slipping. So I'm so excited to try that. And there's another one, Judith from X-Stitching Librarian. Hi, Judith. She was the winner of the project bag last time, so I'm so glad that you received that and that you're enjoying it, that you liked it. She suggested that I put like a tray, like a lap tray, and then you can put your stand in it as you're sitting, and then it doesn't tip over. So I'm going to try that too, so that I can use that on the couch. There you go. So that was a couple of the comments that I had. I've read every single comment for all of my videos now. I'm totally caught up. And I have replied back to everybody. So if you leave a comment, I will reply back to you. If you have questions, I will certainly answer them. There was also a question from another lady about converting how much pearl cotton you would need for a Longdog sampler, the Sans Sous Suite, that she was going to start pretty soon. So I did reply back, read the comment from the last video, and if you still have questions, ask again, and then in my next video I'll do a demonstration thing so that you kind of get maybe more the gist of it. It's kind of hard to explain in back in a comment, so I did try. But okay, some Flosstubers were so sweet and actually mentioned me in their videos, so I would like to just say hi back to those missing stitches. Lynn, she's wonderful. She just has 2 videos out. She's brand new, but you should go and check her out. She's got a great whip braid, and just lovely listening to her. I think she'll have lots of great videos coming up. So that's Lynn at Those Missing Stitches. Wildflower Creations, Karen. She's a designer. I believe you're in the UK, Karen. I'm sorry I didn't write that down, but she just came out with a new design with this. It's in an oval shape, and it has this beautiful. It's like an African, I believe, inspired, but it's got like a sunset with a silhouette of an elephant in the front. It's beautiful. So go and check out her new design and her latest Flosstube. It's Karen at Wildflower Creations. Stitching with Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Thanks for the shout out. The Impossible Stitch. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Stitch Me Sane. Carla. I think we've been doing like back and forth shout outs all the time. So anyway, hi, Carla. I love your video. I can't wait to see if your daughter comes on with you. So that will be so fun to watch. So go and check out Carla over at Stitch Me Sane. She does some amazing projects. So, and she's doing this wall of women. So you probably heard me talk about that before, but it's just beautiful. Milka at Mega Stitches. Hi Milka, I hope I'm saying your name properly and that I spelled it properly in your comment, but she starts her last video with, holy guacamole, how do I do this? And I was like, okay, I'm in. This girl's fun. So go and check her out. Her last Flosstube was great. It's just an easy watch, very relaxing, and she's just a beautiful person. So that's Mega Stitches. And Mrs. Stitches, Sheila. So she, in her last, I think it was her last video, but the one that she mentioned me in was she just had a full coverage finish. So in the very first of her Flosstube, it's her stitching the last dozen or so stitches in this huge floss full coverage piece that she's been working on called Murder Row, and it's actually it's got a picture of I think it's the bay outside of their home with the post from an old wharf, and then there's like a murder of crows on there. It's beautiful. So great job. Congrats on the finish, Sheila. Thank you so much for the shout out. And yeah, those are just a few people that have mentioned me over the last since my last Flosstube. So I just wanted to say thank you and share the stitchy love. Now there's one thing else that I wanted to mention was Helen D has just come out with a brand new design, and I think it's her first official. I think she's released a ton of freebies, but this might be her first official in a store design, and it's called Flamingo Frolic. So it is so cute. I'll insert a picture. Oops, here. I'll get the hang of this. I'll insert a picture here of it, and it's available at Cobweb Corner. It's exclusively available there from Carla. So if you want to check that out, go back. I think it's a couple of videos back now. Go and check out Helen D's. I'll link it below. Helen D's video and her new design. It's this really cool little small flamingo, and he's got the glasses and the hat. It's just super cute. So congrats, Helen. That's so nice. I'm so glad that you're dipping your toes further into that design world. It's just beautiful. So. And what else? Oh, I had 5 Flosstube moments this week that just made me happy, so I wanted to share those. I have a couple of shout outs for another couple of Flosstubers in here, so if these are people you should definitely go and watch and support their channels. They're just amazing Flosstubers. Sarah, the Northwood Stitcher, is the first one. So the title of her first one, of her, I think maybe a couple of videos back now, but she calls them wanna-dos. So we all have a huge list of wanna-dos. And what she means is all the projects that she wants to do from here to infinity. Right? She has these containers of books that are and magazines that are flagged and kits that she has ready, and she kind of goes through these boxes of things. So go back and look for her. I'll try to link it below too, but go back and look for her channel. Sarah is just fantastic. She has this gorgeous craft room above a 3-car garage. I think I showed her out before, but you just have to go and check out Sarah. She's fantastic. Another person that another Flosstuber just brought me so much happiness in this tough week is Laura over at Laladee's Stitches. Laura is a complete joy to watch. So when I see her videos pop up, things stop and I watch her videos, right? So I have a few Flosstubers like that, and Laura is one of them. She just makes me happy. She has these great smiles and jokes, and we stitch a lot of the same type of style. She's stitching The Visitor, which is on my list. I'm actually going to Traditional Stitches tomorrow, and I'll be looking for that pattern. So Laura, maybe we can do a stitch along. That would be so fun. But you know what actually made me really super happy about her last video was that she was wearing a t-shirt with pizza written on it, and I was like, you are my kind of girl. I just loved it. So go and check her out. That's Laladee's Stitches. That's Laura. The next one is Samantha at the Huga Stitcher. I think I shouted her out before, but that's another one that I just, as soon as the videos come out, it just makes me happy to watch. So go and watch Samantha. She has a wonderful, beautiful collection of mirabilias, and she's stitching the Spring Quaker right now from oh my god, little studio, can't remember, sorry. And she's actually going to be stitching the summer Quaker from that line as a stitch along. And I just ordered the pattern for the summer Quakers from 123 Stitch this morning with the floss and stuff. So I'll be joining you, Samantha, on that stitch along. I'm so happy. Hi. And happy early birthday for August. That one will be a Sal for her birthday start in August. So if you want to join her, go and watch her Flosstube, find out more information. They haven't determined the Sal name yet, but it'll come. And pick up that one if you need it. The next one that I wanted to say just made me happy and kind of renewed my faith in humanity a little bit this last week is I Stitch Birds? ? She's a new floss tuber. Her name is Laura. Laura, I guess in an English term, but she's from Finland. Her name is Laura. And she has just started. She has 3 videos out. She's done 2, maybe 4 now. She's done 2 whip braids and I believe maybe 2 kit braids, if not 1, and the next one is coming. And Laura is just such a beautiful person. She's so courageous. She talks about having anxiety and, you know, not wanting to go out and be around people and things. And, you know, I've had versions of that myself where, you know, you'd rather stay home in your safe little bubble, right? You know, and she's pushing through that. And Laura, I am so proud of you for making your videos. It takes a lot of courage to do this. It takes a lot to put yourself out there. I know for me, it took me 6 months before I sat down to even think about recording the first video. My husband can attest to that. He was like, for God's sakes, just do it. I'm kidding. No, he didn't. He just said, oh, love, you can do this, right? You know, and it takes some encouraging people. So I would love if we could all go and watch Laura and give her a little bit more encouragement. She's doing great. You know, I think it kind of overwhelms her a bit to do the videos, but Laura, you're doing amazing. Keep it going. I can't wait to see how you transition into your whip updates and the things that you'll share. She has a fantastic collection of cookbooks behind her. I wish I could just come to your house and sit and read your cookbooks all day. I love that. So congratulations on starting your Flosstube. I know it has taken and it is still taking you some courage to do it, but you're doing amazing. Keep going, and I'm looking forward to the next video. And last but certainly not least is Laura from Stitching by the Shore. Laura, I've been watching her since day one. I think she has out, I can't remember the last number, I think it was 180, lots and lots of floss tubes. She posts every Friday, and she's just a beautiful person. Laura just brings me calm and joy, and I love seeing her projects. She is doing something so unique and beautiful with her finishes. She's actually creating scrapbook albums out of her finished cross stitch. So if you're looking for a very unique and a fun way to finish off your cross stitch projects that don't involve sewing or you know, finishing it into project bags and framing and all of those things, then this is a beautiful way to preserve your projects. It's all acid free. She's been a long time paper crafter and understands all of the you know, preservation and those techniques. So infusing all acid free products, and she's just done an incredible job. And I wish I could go and have coffee with Laura and just flip through her scrapbooks. I can't wait to see a flip through video once she gets them closer done. So anyway, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that you make floss tubes. You brighten my day every Friday. I look forward to seeing them, and I just wanted to say hi and thank you. So that's 5 happy moments from Flosstube. There's lots. I could sit here and talk about 100, I'm sure, but I'll narrow it in for the sake of this video, and hopefully every time I can share some happy moments from different videos that I've watched. And I think, let's see, I think that's about everything from my notes here. The last thing that I wanted to do is to say a huge, huge, huge thank you for reaching 3,000 subscribers. I'm close to 3,200 now, and I am beyond grateful for how many of you have come and supported the channel. It's meant a lot. So, okay, don't get emotional, right? Come on, friends, help me out here. So, okay. So I am grateful. I'm just beyond grateful for how many people have reached out and just said so many kind words and are thinking of me and sending me the positive vibes. And, you know, of just this journey that I'm on is not easy, right? And the Stitchy friends help. So anyway, with that, what am I going to do to say thank you to all of you guys? So I have 3 giveaways for this. The other one, like I said, will the Happy Mail portion is just a portion of the channel that I will do from now on. So if you want to win the Happy Mail gift for April, write the word happy. That is separate from this. It's another giveaway that I'm doing. But so the Happy Mail gift, once a month I'll do that. Write the word happy in your comment. So that's one word to remember. And then there will be 3 words for these. Now, I need to grab a pen because I need to write down the words that I'm going to tell you. Hang on. Here we go. So, for the 3 giveaways that I'm going to do, I have this beautiful, sorry, I'm reaching off to the side here. I have this beautiful gift that Tracy from OG Stitchery has, we've done a bag exchange. Now, I sent a bag to Tracy and a couple of, I don't know, little DMCs or something, and she sent me, I need to send something else to Tracy because the gift that she sent me is like so beautiful. I cried. Like, it was just beautiful. So she sent me a project bag, and because I'm not at home, I don't have it here. I'll show it in my next video though. It's gorgeous. It's this fabric. It's like this. Right? So I did take along the thread bed with me, but she sent me the matching thread bed to go with it. So this one is here. But this one is another bag that she sent me and thread bed as a giveaway. So this will be the first giveaway for my 3,000 subscribers. She's put this beautiful little zipper pull on here. The fabrics are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's all quilted and padded. It has this beautiful blue on the inside. And what comes with it is the matching thread bed. So, there we go. And she has her beautiful little tag on here. Let's see if we can focus. It's OG Stitchery. If you can see that. Maybe. Okay, anyway, it's OG Stitchery. I'll put the link below. And she actually sells these on her Instagram account. So it's OG Stitchery over there as well. So go follow Tracy, and as soon as you see her bags posted, you can actually contact her and buy them through her Instagram account. And I am telling you, they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the bright colored fabrics. It just makes me happy. I can't believe that you sent this to me, Tracy. I'm so grateful. And I will be returning you also a little Happy Mail gift in the mail. So this is the first giveaway. And just use the word bag for this one. So I'm going to write that down. Bag. Okay, and so that's the first one. And again, I will send it anywhere. You can live anywhere, and I will ship it to you. A few rules for the giveaway: please be 18 so that I can ask for your address. And don't use the word giveaway or freebie or anything like that in your comments. If you do, I'll have to delete it because it will just attract in the bots that come, and we don't want them on our channel, right? So please just avoid using that, and then I'll search for it using the random comment picker. So it was Happy Mail, word happy. The project bag, the word is bag. Keep it simple, right? The next giveaway is a combination of things that Tracy and I have both made. So this is another thread bed. So you will get, if I can get the snap open, you will get a thread bed from OG Stitchery. Here you go. See if we can get the glare off. There we go. So you'll get this thread bed, and then this is a needle book that I made. So this is a little mini needle book. and I'll just open it up for you. And it just has the felt inside. It has a nice little, oops, this is upside down. It has a nice little pocket, right, on the inside, so you can just store your measuring tape or your small scissors and a few needles, and then just kind of tie this up and you're good to go. So the next one, for this one, you can use the word needle, and that will be the second giveaway. Alright, and for the third one, I would like to give away this pattern and a piece of the, oops, I don't want to show the pattern here. Sorry about that. I meant to do this. The Aida cloth for it. So this is the Spring by Satsuma Street. It's Primavera. Sorry, I didn't say that very well. It's Primavera. As you know, my husband is Italian. This is something that you may not know about me. I am an intermediate Italian speaker, so I can understand a lot of Italian. I can respond back in some Italian. If you leave a comment in Italian, I can certainly try to practice and bring it back. No guarantees that it'll be grammatically correct, but I do get the gist of it. So, so that's just one more little thing about me. I'm still learning, obviously, but it's been so much fun to learn a new language. So I know some French because I took French in high school, and so probably a beginner in French at this point because I haven't practiced in a long time, and then Italian is another one. So there we go, little tangent for you. But this giveaway is Primavera from Satsuma Street. And for this one, we'll use the word spring. I'll make it easy. I'll write that down. And those are the 3 giveaways for my 3,000 subscribers. And I thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart. You're just a joy to have in my life. I look forward to all of the comments. I honestly, my heart goes out to every single one of you. I love you all. So, with that, I think, let me just look at my notes here quickly because I always end and then there's something else that I haven't covered. So 2 seconds. I think I've covered most everything. Yeah, so just to recap, you know, all of the Flosstubers that I've mentioned, go back and have a look. They'll all be listed in the notes down below. Any new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Anybody that's new here, you know, if you've enjoyed the content today, please subscribe and like the video, and then you'll get a little notification and ring the bell so that you kind of get the notification for my next video that'll be coming out likely between the 26th, 27th of April, something like that. Again, thank you for all your comments in the last videos. Thank you for the 3,000 subscribers, and for having a look at all of my whips today. It's been an amazing stitchy week, and I hope it keeps going. Go check out the free patterns links that are down below, and I look forward to doing the giveaways for next time. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me and just sharing my love of stitching. And with that, have a great stitchy week. I hope your stitching brings you joy and happiness, and see you later.